The story of Carlotta Walls LaNier and the Little Rock Nine. Jim Crow laws in the South separated black and white residents. White citizens of the South used modern bathrooms, had the opportunity to sit at lunch counters and in the front of buses, and attended better-equipped schools. Black residents were forced to deal with poor conditions in public facilities and the knowledge that they had little chance to compete with whites for success. As a result, whites believed that they were superior, and black children learned early on not to rock the boat, for if they did, the punishment would be swift, violent, and sometimes deadly. In an attempt to combat segregation in schools, the United States Supreme Court issued its landmark Brown v. Board of Education decision in 1954. As a result of this important case, public schools across the country had to allow both white and black students to attend classes together. In the spring of 1957, Little Rock, Arkansas's school board sent a sheet of paper into each homeroom in Dunbar Junior High School, an all-black school, asking for volunteers to be the first blacks to attend prestigious Central High School in downtown Little Rock the next academic year. 14-year-old Carlotta Walls, wanting to go to the best school she could in order to become a doctor, picked up a pen and signed the paper. That signature would change both her life and American history. Carlotta Walls was excited for her career at Central High to begin. The white community of Little Rock, however, did not share her enthusiasm. As she was driven to school with 7 other African-American kids on September 25, 1957, the group met an angry mob of thousands of whites hurling harassment her way, only to be blocked by soldiers acting upon the orders of Arkansas Governor Orville Faubus. Carlotta and the others might have been the luckier of the group of 9, however, for one black student, Elizabeth Eckford, wasn't driven and had to walk through the angry crowd while being screamed at and spit on. In order to get the black students back on campus, President Dwight D. Eisenhower would need to call 1,200 armed members of the 101st Airborne Division to escort the students to class. Once on campus, the group, who became known as the Little Rock Nine, was ostracized and harassed daily, while many teachers simply looked the other way. 8 finished that first year, but Carlotta was only a sophomore and had 2 more years to go until graduation. Ms. Walls LaNier and her family consider a quality education of utmost importance, and so she planned to return to Central in the fall. However, Governor Faubus shut all 3 Little Rock schools down for a whole year in order to prevent Carlotta and other black students from returning to Central. Only Carlotta Walls and Jefferson Thomas of the original Little Rock Nine returned for their senior year. But the suffering wasn't over. The students' families paid dearly for sending their kids to Little Rock Central. They lost jobs, they were forced to leave Little Rock, and in Carlotta Walls LaNier case, saw their house dynamited and innocent friends sent to prison for it. Despite all the obstacles in her way, Carlotta Walls LaNier became the first black girl to walk across stage and receive her diploma at Little Rock Central High School. However, her years at Central created scars that would last a lifetime. She did not get to attend any after-school activities. No high school football, no basketball games, no prom. Carlotta Walls struggled at Michigan State because she was missing the academic background that she might otherwise have received in a normal high school setting. For decades, she covered up her role in history. In fact, it was only when a television series telling the story of the Little Rock Nine played that she discussed her role in history with her husband, Ira LaNier, and her 2 children. Only when she realized that her story could bring history alive for students did she begin talking about her past. She's since organized the Little Rock Nine Foundation and reunited with her 8 fellow students to spread the word of their story and the importance of integrated education in the lives of all students, black, white, Latino, Asian, and otherwise. She's particularly frustrated with students who try to cover up their intelligence in order to seem cool. Ms. Carlotta Walls LaNier now speaks across the country. She is founder of her own real estate company, has 2 honorary doctorate degrees, and received the Congressional Gold Medal, the highest award a civilian can earn in the United States, from President Bill Clinton.